In Long Park, an old house sits there known as the Long House. It is one of the oldest buildings in the town and is a large part of our town's history. On December 4th, the GFWC hosted an event where they decorated the house for the holidays for tourists. Karen Kleinberg, a GFWC member, gives more insight.
The Longhouse is the oldest building in Farmington. It was built by one of the founding fathers of St. Francis County, or Murphy Settlement at the time, Philip Long and Isabella Murphy Long, whose family is where Murphy Settlement comes from. The Longhouse was built in stages. The middle room is the original log cabin, and it was a room downstairs and upstairs. And the fireplace served as their kitchen. And then as the family grew, which can be anywhere determined from 10 to 12 children, they added this section of the house in the upstairs, and then eventually the northern part of the house and an upstairs, and the kitchen was added on.
Kleinberg also goes more in depth of the club that's hosting the event.
We're a group of ladies. It's the GFWC, General Federated Women's Clubs. They're nationwide. And we are lucky to have a club here in Farmington. There used to be 3, but we're down to 1 now. We do a lot of public awareness. We focus on education, history. They have several different groups that they focus on. We focus on as part of the owners of the Longhouse. Well, we really don't own the Longhouse, but we maintain the inside of it. And again, it's public awareness of the Longhouse and the history for Farmington.
She also talked about what they did to the house for the event.
For the Longhouse, for this event that's coming up this Saturday and on the 18th also, the Longhouse has been decorated for Christmas. And as a club, we are not really sure when the last time the house was decorated for Christmas. The family sold the house in the 20s to the city of Farmington, and there was some families that lived in it for a short time, but again, we don't have any of those records. So for us, it might have been 100 years since this house has been decorated for Christmas, and we just think that's pretty cool to bring that kind of back for this house.
Lastly, she talked about what the funds will be used for the house.
To help maintain the house. The house is old. It's almost 200 years old, and there's a lot of things that always need to be taken care of. We have some rug damage that we need to work on, wallpaper damage. We got some water damage from a few years ago, and just general maintenance of the house, just like everybody else. You always have to keep things up.
I'm Jared Barnes, signing off for BKTV.